So the first thing seeing in red is the abdominal aorta. If we take the color off, this is what it's going to look like, though, just so we have a reference. Let's do the color then, because I'll probably color it.
Okay.
So we have abdominal aorta.
Or did you want to read them all?
Okay. And then I'm going to get right here.
Yeah. Oh, pardon.
Oh, you're fine. No worries. That little nub. That is the celiac trunk.
Okay.
I'm going to get rid of the inferior vena cava here, just so it's not in our way. All right. So we got a big pile of mess. So I'm going to get rid of our pens. We don't need those, right?
Right.
Oh, that's almost too much, right? Hold on, let me get rid of this. I think that's too much. Okay. So the first thing we can see going up this way is the left gastric artery. So tagged right there. That would be at the lesser curvature of the stomach. And if that's the left gastric artery, then we can see that this side is the right gastric artery. So the right gastric artery is going to come off the common hepatic artery. Which is right here. This color. So the common hepatic artery is kind of short, kind of small. On the test, I'll probably blow it up like this. So there, that common hepatic. Now if we add the proper hepatic, we're going to see where the origin of that gastric comes from. So let's add the proper. Okay. So this portion right through there as it continues to number 4. That color in yellow. I'm going to get rid of the other pens because those are kind of clouding everything. Let's try just that.
This is the proper hepatic artery.
Now if we go ahead and add the gastroduodenal artery, that one that. Okay. So the gastroduodenal artery, you see it coming off the common hepatic. So if we tag it, we're going to tag it like right there. So common hepatic artery branches and gives us that gastroduodenal artery. See it right there. All right. Put it back in anatomical position. So we can see right through here again that gastroduodenal artery, which is right there. It turns into the anterior pancreaticoduodenal artery. So up here we can see that it's purple. That purple color, remember that's gastroduodenal, and we saw that just a second ago, but it turns into these two arteries. The one that we see in red through there, that one in red is going to be the pancreaticoduodenal artery, rather the superior pancreaticoduodenal artery. And then the guy that's going around the greater curvature of the stomach is going to be that one. It's going to be the right gastroepiploic artery or the right gastroomental artery. The right is going to fuse together with the left. So right there where the number 3 is the left gastroomental artery. Now let's put it in anatomical positioning again so we can just remember where it's at. And then of course left and right are with the lesser curvature of the stomach. Okay. Now we're going to add that splenic artery. It's going to get a little messy, but that's what it here. This is where it goes.
So the one that goes under on the long curve of the stomach is the left. This is this guy right here, the left.
So this guy right through here, the green one, is the left gastric.
Okay.
But the blue one right through here is the right gastric.
Oh, they meet in the middle.
And they meet.
Gotcha. Okay.
Now on the actual models, there's no change in color. I mean, like they just stay one color all the way through. So the way I typically tag it will be either like by the pylorus or by the esophageal sphincter.
Got it. So just trace this origin and you got it. Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Now let's add that spleen. I think this is the one that has splenomegaly, so I don't think it's going to help us.
Oh, since when? When was the day that you turned black?
Oh no, it's okay. This is a good one. So that's the spleen right through there, and the artery going to it is the splenic artery through there. And of course, the splenic artery is where we saw this left gastromental artery come from. And you can trace that going into the actual spleen itself. All right, so let's go back and let's finish the proper hepatic artery. We stopped here with the proper hepatic artery. Let's add our right and our left. Right. So this is nice and easy. If it's on the left side, it's the left. Yeah, so number 5 would be the left hepatic artery. And then number 6 is going to be the right hepatic artery. Now off the right hepatic artery, we're going to get the cystic artery. So right here in purple is that cystic artery. Now, of course, the giveaway would be that it's going to be on the gallbladder.
Oh yeah, that's the one. I remember him.
Yeah, so we have that through there. So if I add the gallbladder, which would be right up under the liver, this sometimes gets confused with the spleen. Just remember, spleen on the left, gallbladder on the right, under the liver. Okay. So those are all of our branches that we need to know for the celiac trunk. The last thing we want to see there, though, is the celiac ganglia and plexus. So let's add that on there. And as we get here, let me turn it to the side and we can see those knobs. Those little balls right through there. So right there, it's right in the ganglia itself at number 8. The plexus, though, would be this stuff right through there. So the plexus is going to be the spider web-like structure. Now those are all the branches of the celiac trunk. So we're going to go through, I'm going to remove my drawings. I'm going to remove all the pens. And then I'm going to get rid of all the celiac trunk as well too. Alright, so celiac trunk. Number 1. Superior mesenteric artery. Number 2. Superior mesenteric. Let's put it in anatomical positioning. That way we can see it in order. So at the top, celiac trunk, superior mesenteric artery, and then down here we have the inferior mesenteric artery, and it's tagged right there. Hey, you're welcome, man. Have a great weekend. Good luck on your test if you have one. Now from the superior mesenteric artery, we get our jejunal and our ileal branches. I'm going to show them and then I'm going to remove them. So all of this spider web, so really all of this.
So the left,
Proximal is jejunal,
Yep.
distal, ileal.
really? Yeah. Why does it look like a... Yeah. You put it in anatomical. See how it goes out, so like...
And we get rid of our pins and get rid of that structure too.
What is this? Those are the short pieces. The white ones or the little like blue ones?
That or
gastrics. Yes. What do we do? So like all of these are the students up top.
I was watching a radiology video and I could hear my voice answering a question. I couldn't listen to it. I turned it off.
So this gets kind of messy. That's what I was talking about with the
Yeah.
artery itself. So superior mesenteric artery comes down to the iliocolic artery. So let's go ahead and let's tag that.
Just use the one and just see it.
I will show you. Just let me get through.
One letter, man. Okay, so the iliocolic artery right there.
Oh, there it is.
So iliocolic artery is right there. That right colic artery comes off right through there.
That looks like a light intense.
The cecal artery here, we see it as the anterior cecal artery because there's more than one. But there's the anterior and then the appendicular. So let's add the cecum and let's add the appendix.
Okay.
Now, next question.
It was when like the circuit got and then that went in truly. I had all this down there so it all traveled up. Fried part of my
So the easiest thing to remember, appendicular artery going to the appendix.
Right.
And then the cecal artery going to the cecum. Right colon's going directly across to the right. So if it were tagged, that would be the appendicular. See that right through there, going to the appendix.
esophageal branches or gastric branches.
Yeah, it's not. He said he said that like
There we go. Cecum is going to the cecum.
because it's like on the esophagus.
Right colic, I'd ask like right there.
Okay.
I don't know.
Right colic.
We did the right gastric.
And remember, the middle colic, it kind of looks like it's going in the same direction as the right colic, but it goes up the middle too. So this branch that goes up here, that's how you know that's what it is. So here I would tag it there, and you could follow it. That would be the middle colic artery. Now this white thing all in the margin through here, that is the marginal artery. And I normally tag it like right there if I'm going to tag it. And you can see it tagged right through there. So this is all of the superior mesenteric artery. Let's get rid of all of that and look at the inferior mesenteric artery.
Is the right gastric artery?
No.
Why is it on there?
No, it's not. I had to write it. I wrote it in underneath the left gastric.
Yeah, I did too, but it's actually
It's under common.
yeah.
What about gastric?
All right, so now we're looking at the inferior mesenteric artery. Remember that's going to the left side of the ileum. We're going towards where the descending colon is and all the other stuff. So let's first look at the left colic artery.
Right. Comes off.
Okay, so the first thing we see is that left colic artery, and it's going straight across. And I like to tag it like right there so that you can see before it branches, and don't, so that way you don't get confused. Left colic. Sigmoid artery. Going to go around where the sigmoid colon would be. I like to ask it close to where the sigmoid colon is, but if we add that on, it's going to confuse everything.
We could have
So
like a fire,
sigmoid.
like a little shindig.
But I'm fully important. Yeah.
Also, but it's like
And then the last one is that superior rectal artery. So you really only have 3 major branches coming off the inferior mesenteric. We have that first one here, left colic. We have the second one here going to the ilium, which is the sigmoid artery. And then the one going directly down to the rectum. And the only one we have to know is superior rectal artery. And that's it for all the anterior arteries that are coming off of here.
Oh,
Cool.
30-year-old more better.
They got 18 with the little like.
Right?
What's trashy?
Right.
So when I tag this, I typically will also leave the diaphragm on there so that you can see.
Cool.
So we see the diaphragm, we turn it upside down, and we look at the bottom, and then we can clearly see just those 2 arteries right through there.
Yep. Yeah, all
Yeah.
all
Yeah. To the point where you don't even remember the next
To
day.
help you out.
There we go.
First try.
Nice.
No, it's, I don't
It
know
was the
what it
first
is.
Cool hand move.
That's what it is.
Thank you.
So the very first branch as it goes through the aortic hiatus, and that's what this is called, the aortic hiatus, is the phrenic artery. I would put a pin in it, but it's probably going to do the same thing. I
Right,
just
right.
did.
It's okay.
Okay. So the next thing we're going to see come off the side is going to be that middle suprarenal.
Yeah, yeah. That might be easier for everyone. This Thursday night, and then we'll go
Suprarenal, yeah.
So we have that
I mean, you'll
left
be
and
there
right
every night.
suprarenal artery.
We'll make sure we
Remember-
with candles out on the 20 as soon as it strikes.
I think it's more fun to bring it in at midnight.
Yeah.
Remember, you'll see the adrenal glands, which sit right on top of the kidney. And there is a superior and inferior, but you only have to know the middle for some reason. That's all that's on your list.
Cool.
Oh, really? What are you planning for entertainment? You got a band coming?
I know, that's exactly what I think.
I was impressed.
So here off to the sides, we see our left and our right renal arteries. The next thing coming off the lateral aspect is going to be our lumbar arteries.
From his like, he'll be sitting out in his trunk.
So lumbar arteries will look just like that. And if we add that spine,
Oh yeah, I got those in the
so
bag.
we can see that lumbar, 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 nice and
We'll
easy.
definitely figure it out.
On the list were they labeled like 4th or something like that? Was there-
They may have been, but all I care about is lumbar artery. As long as you get that, you're fine.
Thank you.
So the last things we have to worry about are the terminal branches through here.
Right.
And that's going to be our common iliac, external and internal, and that median sacral artery. So let's put those on there.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll take it. I have a truck and I have a dolly, so
Oh, you got a truck and a dolly, that's all you need.
and no arm strength, so
Yeah. Don't forget your ratchet straps.
So first branch is the common iliac, and then it's going to divide again and give us our internal and our external.
you want to say it again, I'll laugh.
So again, inside the pelvic inlet, internal, and then going out and going to go under the inguinal ligament is the external.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
All right, now the next thing we want to see is that median sacral artery.
Show me, teach me. Teach me. Oh, you got the hepatic artery.
Yep, both of them.
Right and left. Damn. Does it come up?
And it's right in the middle, right there. So right along the sacrum, the anterior portion of it.
Dang it.
That is
Because I was gonna say, it
Median
looks like it's coming off
sacral
the,
artery.
Right, okay.
Median sacral artery. All right, now let's see. The last thing that we really need to add here, I want to say, is those gonadal vessels.
Oh. Type in proper hepatic.
Now this is a female, so we're going to find the
It looks like
ovarian,
this is what
I
right?
really think that's what it is.
Wow.
Because I think I tried to do
So here in purple, coming off right around the area of the kidneys, where the renal arteries are, we're going to see our right and our left gonadal vessels. So if we were to add like the ovary,
You see like right?
we can see that it goes directly to the ovary, and that's how you know exactly what you're looking at. And if it were a male, we'd see it go directly to the testing.
Gotcha.
Okay, so the proper comes from the common.
So common to proper, the American dream, and then.
And then I want to say that's it. I think that's all that was covered today.
Thank you so
And
much.
next week we'll look at those veins as well, and we'll see the system through there, and it won't take long.